Thank you for joining us today. My name is Jack Shull. I'm a university counselor at an international school in Rome. I've also been an international university counselor at 6 other schools in 6 other countries. I've counseled hundreds, maybe even close to 1,000 international students as they progressed into universities in North America, Europe, Asia, and all over the world. So I've got lots of experience working with international students as they search for universities, as I support them in their search, and of course then the application process and the decision process. Where will they end up?
Thank you, Jack.
Okay.
Oya?
You're welcome.
Merhabalar, ben de adım Oya Christy Miller veya Oya Erez, ikisini de kullanıyorum. Ben de Admittance Education'da ki danışmanlarımızı takım halinde denetliyorum ve eğitiyorum. Ben de kendim de 2008'den beri danışmanlık yapıyorum. Ve o tarihten itibaren yüzlerce öğrencinin güzel yerlere yerleşmesine sebep oldum inşallah. Ondan sonra takım halinde çok güçlü bir takımız çünkü üniversitelerle iyi bağlantılarımız var, öğrencilerle çok yakından çalışıyoruz ve onun ötesinde de bir takım halinde çalıştığımız için birbirimize iyi fikirler verebiliyoruz. Özellikle şu andaki dönemde, yani koronavirüs eğitimi gerçekten çok etkilediği dönemde birbirimize danışarak çok daha sağlam bir danışmanlık kadrosu oluşturmuş bulunmaktayız. Böyle.
Okay, how about Dini and Christian?
Hi, everybody. My name is Dini Kulabwala. I grew up in Toronto. I was born and raised in Canada, and then I went to McGill University. I also lived in Prague for a year, and then I spent 8 years living in Istanbul, doing SAT, TOEFL preparation, and university counseling. Right now, I live in Seattle, Washington, in America, and I work for the University of Washington as a graduate admissions advisor, and I'm the resident Canada expert. So,
thank you. Perfect. And
Christian?
You're on mute.
Christian, no, still on mute.
Oh. Hi, my name is Christian Shull, and I'm also part of the counseling team here at Admittance. I have been working with students internationally for over 10 years, and I have a master's in international education. I currently live in Madrid, and I have considerable knowledge of the universities located throughout Europe. So it was nice to see you all here.
Thank you all. Thank you. Benim ismim de Yeşim Erez, şirketin kurucusuyum ve gördüğünüz gibi bir ekip olarak çalışıyoruz ve Türkiye'de tabii danışmanlarımız da var. Bazıları bizimle beraber şu anda ve sık sık gidip geliyoruz. Şu anda Covid yüzünden tabii olduğumuz yerlerde mazur kalmamıza rağmen sık sık İstanbul'dayız, ofisimizdeyiz aslında. Şimdi bizim şirketimizi değişik yapan nedir? Tanıtmanın bir bölümü o olmalı. Gördüğünüz gibi global bir tecrübe ağı, beraber çalışıyor olmak. Admittance'da çalıştığınızda bir kişi değil, ekiple çalışmış oluyorsunuz. Ve teknoloji know-how'ımız bu sayede bir sürü üniversiteyi birden tarayıp bunların verilerini yakından takip ettiğimiz için burs bulmakta ve kabullerde listelerinizi dengelemekte çok başarılıyız. Şimdi burada 2 tane üniversite çağırdık yanımıza bizlerle sunum yapmaları için bugün. Biz üniversitelerden tamamen bağımsız olarak çalışıyoruz. Onlarla finansal hiçbir ilişkimiz yoktur. Hatta sonbaharda bir üniversite fuarı tertip etmeye çalışıyoruz şu anda Türkiye için. Onu yaptığımızda bile sizin için uygun olan, enteresan olan üniversiteleri çağıracağız her zaman. Bizimle hiçbir finansal bağlantıları yoktur. Biz sadece aileler ve öğrenciler için çalışmaya odaklıyız. Ve bu konuda servis veren kuruluşlara, network ağlarına üyeyiz. Etik çalışmak için International ACAC, NACAC, IACA cemiyetlerine üyeyiz ekip olarak. Onu da belirtmek istedim. Sunum içeriği. Şimdi COVID Covid-19'un üniversitelere finansal etkileri oldu. Sadece bizim ekonomimize değil, Amerika'nın ekonomisine, Avrupa'nın ekonomisine değil, aynı zamanda üniversitelere çok şiddetli bir şekilde dokundu. Bu onun detaylarını ve onların neye tercüme ettiğini, yani bize niçin bunları takip etmeliyiz onu anlatacağız size. Yabancı öğrencilere etkileri ne oldu bu finansal durumun? Bu konjonktürde doğan seçeneklerimiz nelerdir ve bunlar doğrultusunda nasıl davranmalıyız? Şimdi sol tarafta geçen webinarinize katılanlar bunu gördü. %15'e varan bir işsizlik söz konusuydu Amerika'da. Tabii sadece Amerika'ya bakmıyoruz, dünyaya bakıyoruz. Bu işsizlik birazcık aşağı indi yeni verilere doğru ama bir ay sonra yani devlet desteği bitince işsizliği önleme konusunda gene artacak. Maalesef şu anda Covid numaraları tırmanmaya başladı Amerika'da. Okuyorsunuzdur. Onun için sol tarafta gittim şu bilgileri sizinle paylaşmak istedim. Stok endeksleri sadece Amerika'da değil, her yerde şu anda ne oldu? Mart'ta hatta Nisan başına doğru bayağı düştüler ve bunların recover etmesi çok uzun sürecek. Biz kısa süreli bir depresyonda değiliz, uzun süreli bir olayın içerisine girdik. Şimdi peki üniversitelere etkisi ne oldu? Fazla bahsetmeye lüzum yok. Ekonomik durumdan hepiniz farkındasınız. Zaten onun için bu toplantıyı düzenledik. Şimdi sadece sizler değil, dolar neredeyse 7 lira vesaire biliyoruz onun ne kadar zor bir durum olduğunu, geçen senelere oranla gittikçe zorlaştığını. Esasında Amerika'da, Avrupa'da, Kanada'da da aileler aynı durumda. Neden? Mesela çocuğunu, üniversite çok pahalı bir şey burada oturan insanlar için de. 2. senesinde, 3. senesinde olan çocuklarını üniversiteye yollayamayacak hale geldiler bu %15 işsizlik oranı demin gösterdiğim. Onun için hala finansal yardım için başvuruyorlar sene ortası şu anda. Şimdi eğitim açısından internete geçirmek zorunda kaldı, uzaktan eğitime. Bu ne demektir? Türkiye'deki üniversiteler için de aynı şey, masraf demektir. Bunu kimse doğru düzgün yapmayı bilmediği için acele ilkbaharda bir şekilde bu uzaktan eğitime geçti herkes ama teknoloji açısından, eğitim açısından büyük bir finansal yük oldu. Üstelik şöyle düşünün, Amerika'daki üniversiteler %15'i aşağı yukarı gelirlerinin park, yemek, yiyecek, işte yatakhane tarzı masraflardan çıkarırlar. Bunlar tamamen yok oldu. O paralar öğrencilere ve ailelerine iade edildi. Üniversitelerin bütçesini düşünebiliyor musunuz? Peki üniversiteler nasıl para kazanır? Mesela Amerika'dakilerin diyelim çok kıdemli bir kısmı yabancı öğrencilerden aldıkları okul paralarına, yani çok önemli bir şeydir bu, bu okulların bütçelerinde. Bu sene yabancı öğrenciler Amerika'da okullara rahat gidebiliyorlar mı? Hatta Avrupa'da veya Kanada'da. Hayır. Konsolosluklar kapalı, vize randevuları bile alınamıyor. Vize alınamıyor şu anda. Bunun durumun farkındayız. Onun için ne olacak? Birçok yabancı öğrenci bu sene okullarına gidemeyecekler. Onun için üniversitelerin gelirleri daha da düşecek bu sene. Şimdi düşünelim üniversitelerin bütçelerine bunun etkisi nedir? Nitekim birçok üniversite kapılarını kapattılar. Satıldılar. Mills Üniversitesi geçen hafta mesela Johnson & Wales 2 tane lokasyonu. Bu her hafta bir haber geliyor. Tabii bunlara bakarak üniversite, yani kim finansal durumu iyidir, kötüdür bunlara bakarak üniversite listelerini hazırlıyoruz bu sene ama bu haldeyiz. Şimdi ne yapılmalı? Fiyatları daha uygun olan eyalet üniversiteleri ve diğer olanaklara kaymak zorundayız. Bu ekip de bu konuda eklemeler yapacak benden sonra. Ama ben başlayayım. Onun için öğrenciler birçok ülkede üniversitelere başvurarak ne yapmaları lazım? Dışarıda kalma risklerini global bir stratejiyle azaltsınlar. Sadece Amerika'ya başvurmayın, sadece Kanada'ya, sadece Avrupa'ya başvurmayın. Bunları dengeleyin diyoruz. Bu sene öyle çalışıyoruz. Bundan sonra da böyle çalışacağız. Size de aynı şeyi öneriyoruz. Var olan burslar yok mu? Var. Ama bu sene bulmak biraz daha zor. Gene de verileri takip ediyorsanız, yerinde ve dikkatle ve yakından ve daima takip ediyorsanız, bizim yapmaya çalıştığımız şey hala burs var. Onun için oralara başvurun. Fakat bu burslar için rekabet ne olacak? Artacak eskisine nazaran. Onun için burs gerektiren durumdaki öğrenciler için durum biraz zorlaştı bu sene. Hani, ama gene var. Ekonomik çözüm olarak gözüken mantıklı bazı üniversiteler var. Bunlara dikkat etmeye başladık. Bunları listelerimize eklemeye başladık. Bunlar çok iyi kalitede üniversiteler. Çünkü Amerika'da 4000 tane üniversite var. Diyelim bunların yarısı gidilebilir tarzda üniversiteler. Global şekilde baktığımızda iyi kalitede üniversiteler. Onun için bu listeye yeni alınan okullara da rekabet artacak. Çünkü Amerikalılar, Avrupalılar da aynı şeyin farkında. En son olarak şuna değinmek istiyorum. Bu sene biliyorsunuz, oraya belki sen de sonra ekleme yapabilirsin. SAT notları yok. Sınavların yani bir sürüsü iptal oldu şimdiye kadar. Çocuklar deli oluyorlar hangilerine yazılacağız diye. Gün be gün iptal haberleri geliyor. Bunları üniversiteye yollayamayacağız bu notların çoğunu. Not ortalamaları da yok. Hani Türkiye'de ilk yarının notlarını ikinci yarıya kullanacaklar ama Amerika'da, Avrupa'da onları yollayamayacağız. İlk yarının notlarına bakacaklar. İkinci yarıdan da notlara bakamayacaklar. Not da yok. Peki ne yapacaklar üniversiteler sizleri değerlendirmek için? Söyleyelim. Sizi bütünsel olarak, yani bunu holistic admission'ı tercüme ettik ekip olarak, bütünsel olarak sizi değerlendirip kabul edecekler. Onun için essay'leriniz bu sene çok çok çok önemli. Onun için bizimle çalışmıyorsanız essay derslerine mutlaka bakın. İyi hazırlanın o konuda, ellerinize ne malumat geçerse okuyun. Ben size ve Jack'e de devredeyim eklemeleriniz için istersen.
Am I on? No.
Yeah, if you have any additions you would want to make, please.
I just want to emphasize again that things are changing very rapidly in the admissions process, both in the US, Canada, and throughout the world. I think it's very important that families keep abreast or keep understanding that things are changing. We as a company can assist you in understanding the changes, whether that's because of COVID, that's because of the financial aid situation, or because of the SAT going away in many, many universities. So it's just important to keep everything in perspective and to keep up to date in everything. And as Yasin mentioned, it's the holistic approach that's becoming more and more important, especially in the US, because many universities will not have a student's SAT scores. So they'll need other elements, other pieces of the application to evaluate the student. And again, that's where essays come in, most important, extracurricular activities, summer programs, and definitely the student's school curriculum, their school classes. Okay.
Thank you, Jack. Anything anybody wants to add?
Ben de çok yeni bir şey eklemeyeceğim. Tamamen aynı fikirdeyim ikinizle. Ama sonra belki İngiltere'yi tartışırken birkaç şey ekleyebilirim. Tamam. Ama dediklerinizin yine altını çizebilirim. Jack'in de dediğini. Gerçekten de essay'ler çok önemli olacak. Çünkü SAT skorları olmadığı zaman üniversitelerin hani öğrencileri değerlendirmek için başka şeylere bakmaları gerekiyor. Hı hı. Onun dışında bu yaz ne yaptığınız da çok önemli olacak pek tabii ki. Evet. Koronavirüs yazında bir şey yapamayız diye düşünmeyin kesinlikle. Yani biz kendi öğrencilerimizle konuştuğumuzda onlara bayağı iyi fikirler verdik bu yaz yapabilecekleri şeyler konusunda. Aktif kalmaya bakın diyeyim.
Benim ekranımı görüyorsunuz değil mi? Peki son bir konuya değinmek istiyorum. Ondan sonra SUNY Stonybrook'tan gelen arkadaşımıza vereceğim sözü. Size kendilerini tanıtsınlar ve neden enteresan bir okul olduğunu ortaya koyalım diye. Fakat çok önemli bir şey var. Şimdi grup halinde 2 haftadır beyin yoruyoruz, toplanıyoruz, bu verileri değerlendiriyoruz. Şimdi biz sizin yerinizde olsak, Türkiye'de bir aile ya da öğrenci, bu konjonktürde şöyle bir şey de düşünürüz. Peki Türkiye'de okula gidelim o zaman. Yalnız dürüst olarak ortaya koymamız gereken bazı gerçekler var. Şimdi gittim US News and World Report, biliyorsunuz bu sıralamaları yapan bir kuruluş. Türkiye'deki en iyi üniversitelerimizden 6 tanesini baştan seçtim, aldım. Hiç çıkarmadan listeden. Bunlar böyle söylemişler. İlk 6'sı bunlardır yüksek demişler. Gittim bunların dünya sıralamasına baktım. Şimdi Boğaziçi bizde girmesi çok güç bir üniversite bu ve iyi bir üniversite. Dünyada ilk 200'e girebiliyor. ODTÜ'ye geldiğimizde ilk 400'e ancak giriyor, görüyorsunuz. İTÜ 400'ün üstünde. Şimdi orada durmayalım. Bunlara puan vermişler. İşte Harvard 100'e yakınsa, göstereceğim size nerede olduklarını. Boğaziçi'nin eşdeğer puanı University of Pisa. Duydunuz mu bilmiyorum. ODTÜ University of Tampere, belki yanlış söylüyorum da, Finlandiya. İTÜ'nün seviyesi Novosibirsk Eyalet Üniversitesi, Rusya. Bilkent ise University of Lanzhou ve Çin'deki üniversiteyle eşdeğer. Çok özür dilerim bunu böyle göstermek zorunda kaldığım için, ama gerçeklerle yüzleşmeliyiz. Üniversitelerimizin durumu maalesef bu. Şimdi bu puanların detayına girip baktığınızda eğitim kalitesinin içini nasıl değerlendirmişler? Reputasyona bakıyorlar öncelikle. Boğaziçi'nin reputasyonu çok iyi tabii Türkiye'de ve bölgesel olarak. Onun için puanı 62. Esasında yayınları ve yapılan araştırmalar doğrultusunda bakıldığında dünyada 600 ile 900 arasına gelebiliyor ancak. 187 sıralamasında değil. Onun için Türkiye'deki durum budur gençler. Onu, gerçekleri anlayıp Türkiye'de gidip gitmeyeceğimize böyle karar vermemiz lazım. Herkes Harvard'a girmeye çalışıyor. Harvard'dan başka gidilecek çok doğru düzgün, maalesef Türkiye'deki üniversitelerden çok daha iyi birçok üniversite var. Bir şey daha göstereceğim. Pardon. Sözü SUNY Üniversitesi'ne bırakmadan ekip olarak yaptık bunu ve çok enteresan bir egzersiz oldu. Bu US World News'un rankinglerini aldık. Okulların dolar bazında ücretlerini y-axis'e, yani dikey olan tarafa koyduk. Ortaya çıkan tablo şu. Bu, istiyorsanız resmini çekin ama data bu. Hiçbir interpretasyonu yoktur. Columbia, UPenn, Yale burada, Oxford burada, UCLA burada, Boğaziçi, ODTÜ, Hacettepe, Sabancı, Koç buradalar. Sabancı, Koç çok ucuz da değil ve maalesef dünya sıralamasında oldukları yere dikkat çekmek isterim. Buraya bugün çağırdığım, bizden tamamen bağımsız olan SUNY Stonybrook gayet iyi bir seviyede, fiyatı da gayet makul. Bu onlara ve OCC'ye sözü bırakmadan bu tabloyu size göstermek istedim. Türkiye'deki opsiyonlarımızı ciddi olarak irdeleyelim diye. With that, Yusuf, I see you did join us. I'm going to turn over to your slides, which I added here, and turn it over to you. And thanks for your time with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Yizem. Merhaba, everyone. It's been a long time since I've been to Turkey, and this is a great pleasure actually taking part of this session. Special thanks to you and your team for giving us this opportunity. So welcome, everyone. My name is Yusuf, International Admissions Counselor from Stony Brook University. Stony Brook University is a public university located in New York. Just before I go ahead, Yizem, would I be able to
yes,
to move the slides?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to let you share 1 second. I apologize. You have it. You have it.
All right. Thanks. Thank you. Just want to share my slides so quickly. Give me a second. All right. All right, great. So hello everyone again, Merhaba. My name is Yusuf, International Admissions Counselor from Stony Brook University. Stony Brook University is a public university located in New York. We are a large research comprehensive institution, and we are also belong to the SUNY system as a SUNY, part of the 62 SUNY campuses, and one of the 4 largest SUNY campuses for research. So I'm just gonna, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna like play literally just 1 minute video.
Yusuf, I don't think the sound is coming through share.
Great. So that was a very short video. This is an aerial view of our campus. As you can see, that's our campus. It's a huge campus of more than 200 hectares. I mean, 1,000 acres. So basically, we're located outside the city, outside Manhattan and Times Square, around 60 miles away from the city, which is a little bit more than an hour away from Manhattan and Times Square. Around our campus is beautiful nature, surrounded by beaches, very known for, it's on Long Island, that's what we call it. It's known for a lot of beaches around, and very known for New York pizza and bagels, of course. So we founded in 1957. We are a home of more than 26,000 students and more than 17,000 students at the undergraduate level. In terms of ranking, we are ranked among the top 1%. We are also ranked among the top 35 public universities, and the U.S. report has recently classified to be the top 1 public university in the state of New York. We have more than 200,000 of Stony Brook alumni, and internationally we have more than 4,400 international students, including Turkish students, of course. Sorry for this, it doesn't show like the full, but it is our tuition fees, the cost is around $25,000, and living on campus, it's around $14,000. As I said earlier, more than 4,400 international student body, and that's what we represent, more than 100 countries from a lot of, including Turkish students, and we are in partnership with a lot of Turkish organizations in New York, the Culture Affair, or the Cultural Commerce Center for Turkish families here on Long Island. In terms of academics, we have more than 200 academic programs. To all houses one of what we call colleges or schools. Most of our programs are housed either in the engineering or the arts and sciences colleges. So for the College of Arts and Sciences, that's pretty much more than 100 programs, which include like physics, math, arts, and so on and so forth. We're very famous for engineering, medical, business, journalism, and psychology. At the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, this is where you find a lot of majors like computer science, computer engineering, civil engineering, electrical, biomedical, and so on and so forth. We also have College of Business, where you can students can study business management, which include concentrations like marketing and finance, accounting, sustainable business, international business, and so on and so forth. Also, the School of Journalism is there. We do offer a degree in journalism, both at the undergrad and the graduate level. We are actually proud to be the only SUNY institution to actually offer a journalism degree. School of Marine Atmospheric Science, and that's where that picture was taken from. That's actually housed in our Southampton campus. We do a lot of research there. That's where you find like environmental engineering, and also like marine sciences, planetary sciences, and astronomy, of course. We do also have medical programs. And then we have School of Medicine, School of Dental, School of Nursing, School of Health Management and Technology for anyone who wants to work in the health system, but not necessarily be a doctor or a nurse. In terms of integration into our university, we are a large campus, as I said, 26,000 students. So we do have a system in place already put there to integrate and create small communities within a large community. And what you see here on the screen is just an example of what we call undergraduate colleges, where students get integrated and get some freshman seminars and stuff. So studying at Stony Brook University, it's like studying in any other university in the US, where it is not only about academics, it's also about getting involved on campus. So when students come, they have still a lot of things that they can do outside the academic zone. So we do have traditions, we do have concerts, we do have special days, events, we have homecoming games, where basketball, and speaking of sports, Stony Brook University is also in a Division I institution. We are a Division I school with more than 11 Division I teams, from soccer, football, basketball, lacrosse, swimming, and so on and so forth. So we do accept students. We do have housing guaranteed for international students. We have more than 10,000 students actually live on campus, which makes us actually the largest residential population in the SUNY system. So it's guaranteed for international students for the for the 4 years, but it is not mandatory for them to stay on campus. So if they want to stay off campus, that's also fine. Applying to Stony Brook University, it's just like any other university pretty much. So we are actually, and speaking of the requirements, just yesterday we actually became officially a test optional school. So SAT, ACT is no longer a requirement. Most students that want to apply to Stony Brook University, July 15 is always the deadline. We will start accepting applications for fall 2021 by the end of August. And basically, we always extend it beyond January 15, and that will be like February 1st. And to give you a timeline idea, so April 1st is where our decision notifications go out, and then May 1st, that's where Stony Brook students will become officially a sea wolf, and that's our mascot. The steps, very normal, very easy, simple. Apply online, come on app, send us your high school transcripts, only online. You don't have to send it via mail, UPS, or whatever. Then send us your test scores, whether Duolingo, TOEFL, or IELTS. And as you know, these are all tests that you can take online now from home. Very simple and easy. Other supplements could include like recommendation letters and other stuff, but they are not actually required. You are welcome here, of course. We do have scholarship that's called You Are Welcome Here for our international student that covers that covers actually 50% of the $25,000 per year, which is around $12,000 for the 4 years students actually study at Stony Brook University. We ask students to get in touch with us as admissions counselors so we can walk them through the steps when they apply so they can meet the deadline for this scholarship. And the You Are Welcome Here scholarship is only one of the many scholarships that we have available for international students, which include the merit-based scholarship and the need-based scholarships. Another timeline, if a student got admitted into Stony Brook University by May 1st, we do the initial deposits. By May or so, we generate the orientation and advising. By June, campus housing portal, they will choose where they're gonna stay. By July, we'll be asking them to submit any health forms. And August 24th is always still as planned for this fall to be the start of the classes. With that, I just want to end it with the fact that we do have many communication tools available for international students and Turkish students if they want to communicate with us. You can go to our website and you can see like there is an option for you to virtually navigate through our campus. You can also Google Meet with us, Zoom Meet with us, book your virtual meeting with me, either through WhatsApp, through Zoom, or through our in-house implemented tool. With that, thank you so much, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me.
There's a really good one that just came through, but I just want to make one remark in both languages, if that's okay. And I want to thank you.
Of course.
I reached out to Yusuf. I want you to hear what I'm saying. So, because I noticed we have specific resources in the educational counseling community where we check which colleges are really excellent at particular majors. And as I was looking at engineering and business students, SUNY kept coming up to the top of the list. And it is more reasonable and it offers scholarships. So I really was compelled to really find Yusuf and call him to be here with us because the school emerged as a really good choice right now, right? I just want to explain that to the parents as well. Yusuf'u aramamın ve SUNY'yi buraya getirmeye çalışmamın nedeni bu seneki konjonktürde en iyi özellikle mühendislik ve işletme konularında üniversiteleri araştırdığımda SUNY'de durmadan listelerin başına doğru çıkıyordu ve fiyatı diğerlerinden çok daha makul. Onun için içinde bulunduğumuz durumda çok makul ve iyi bir üniversite olduğunu düşündüğüm için kendisinden özellikle rica ettim. Efe Derin, evet, Avrupa konusunda toplantı yapacağız. There is a good question that came through from Mehta, who says, previously they've heard the cancellation of requirements of the standardized tests was valid solely for US students, but would not be valid for international students. And she's asking if this is changing now.
Actually, for us, it's been the other way around. Not actually requiring it for international students and not. So before, actually, the only majors where we actually required SAT for international students were what we call restricted majors that include all engineering programs and business management major. The other programs, like whether marine sciences or anything else, we would just accept the TOEFL, the IELTS, or Duolingo. But it's never been the other way around, to be honest with you, for us athletes, and I'm sure it's a lot of SUNY institutions as well. Now that we moved test optional, it's the same thing, whether you are a US citizen or an international student.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to transition to Christopher Toribio, who's kindly also agreed to join us today, and he represents OCC. Chris, are you here? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I am. Hi.
The floor is yours. I don't know if you want to share your slides or a copy of mine. I have them on the PowerPoint as well. What do you prefer?
I'll go ahead and share my screen so that way I can control the slides. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Thank you.
No problem. And UC, great to see you, UC.
Great to see you too. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Can you see my screen right here?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Christopher Toribio. I'm from Orange Coast College. I'm the Director of International Admissions. So thank you for the opportunity to speak to all of you today. And I'm here to introduce my school, also talk about two-year community colleges. So Orange Coast College. So when I was crafting this presentation, I really wanted to just highlight some of the things that we do best at OCC. One is our campus, and also what we celebrate the most is our students. So OCC is a very diverse place, students from many different parts of the world. And I really want you to pay attention to the slides because every student who's featured in my presentation has a story. And so these three students right here represent three students from three different countries pursuing three different majors who all completed their bachelor's degree after transferring from OCC, including one of our students from Turkey right here who earned his bachelor's degree in business administration after transferring to Cal State Fullerton. Okay. All right, so here's Orange Coast College. So we're technically one of the newer community colleges in California. In total, there's 115 community colleges in our state, which we are the largest public higher education system in the entire world, actually, with 115 colleges and 2.5 million students enrolled. But we were founded in 1947, so about 70 years old. Our name is derived from our location, Orange Coast. So we're located in Orange County, California, which is between Los Angeles and San Diego. And coast, we're a coastal campus. We're very close to the coastal areas, particularly Huntington and Newport Beach. Costa Mesa is a small city with about 100,000 people, but the area itself in Orange County is quite large. We are one of the largest community colleges in California with 24,000 students. We support about 1,400 international students, making us the 8th largest host community college for international students in the United States, and we have 21 students from Turkey. We're also one of the largest, offering 130 different majors, and also in terms of size, with 80 buildings. So for those who don't know what a community college is, community colleges are very common in the United States. So we specialize in the first 2 years of a student's, we specialize in 2-year degree programs leading to associate's degrees, certificates, and transfer to 4-year universities. So most students don't know, especially international students, that there's really 2 different ways that you can enter a 4-year university. You can apply directly after high school, and that's called freshman, or you can transfer to the 3rd year by enrolling at a community college first, doing the first 2 years, which is basically mirroring the first 2 years that you'll do at a university and transferring. Okay, and again, it's very common. Actually, about 50% of American students will begin their undergraduate education at a 2-year community college. And there's roughly about 90,000 international students studying at 2-year colleges and about 8,000 students from Turkey at community colleges right now. So I just really wanted to highlight some programs that we offer at our school and really just showcase the holistic experience that students can have by studying at a 2-year colleges. Because there are some perceptions that you go to community college, you take some classes and you go home, but it really is a holistic space. So So one of our top programs is our marine science program. In fact, we have the largest two-year marine science program in the United States and the only student-led research aquarium in California. So research is a big part of OCC, and our marine science program is a great reflection of that. So we take students out in the ocean. They work to manage the aquariums, but many of our different programs actually have a lot of research opportunities embedded in it because many of our professors are research professors at neighboring universities. We also support different types of career programs as well. We are the only two-year college in the United States with the School of Sailing and Seamanship. Great opportunities for students who want to become a boat captain or charter a private yacht. That's our $15 million yacht there called the Nordic Star. We also integrate a lot of our programs together as well too. So one of our most popular programs is interior design. So interior design is not just decorating interior spaces for buildings, but we also teach students how to do interior design with private boats and private yachts, which is actually a very lucrative career for many students after they graduate. All right, film and television, also a very popular program. Most people would be surprised to know that some of the top Hollywood directors actually started at two-year community colleges. Two in particularly is George Lucas and also Steven Spielberg. But film and television is really strong at community colleges. We teach film production, where students are basically learning how to produce films. Our students have worked at Universal Studios, Columbia Pictures, Disney Studios. They worked on many different types of films. They're credited in Avatar, Star Wars, Star Trek, many different types of programs. This is one of our international students who transferred to the new school in New York City, and now he's an independent filmmaker there as well. Okay. Also, the visual arts, performing arts programs are very strong in community colleges. It's been a great starting point for a lot of actors and actresses, fashion designers, things of that nature, and we really do emphasize the arts at OCC. So our visual arts program include narrative illustration, digital sculpting, virtual reality and AR technology, which leads to game development, 2D and 3D animation, fashion, and interior design, like I mentioned before. This is our Instagram handle here that you can see some of the works that our students do. Our performing arts program is really strong as well too. We take our vocal students to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York City every single summer. And we have really great professors in our program as well too. At the bottom right is our most famous professor. It is the fashion designer, Paul Frank. If you're familiar with his fashion brand, he drew Julius the monkey while he was a student at OCC, became a big fashion success, sold his company, and now he teaches fashion and design at our school. Okay, big program is the STEM as well. So we're very focused on the STEM because we have a lot of resources. The California community colleges are actually the most funded public institutions in the state. So we have a lot of funding to supply different types of equipment, studio space, different laboratory space. In fact, a lot of our neighboring university students come to OCC to use our facilities because we just have a lot more space to offer to students. So specifically, we have more than $1 million worth of technology, equipment in our technology department, including flight simulators for our aviation program. Architecture is actually, I would say, our strongest program. We offer 3 different types of architecture, including design, landscape, and sustainable design. This is one of our international students from Mongolia who transferred to MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and recently earned her master's degree at Harvard University, and all started as a student at Orange Coast College. We have internships as well too. We have students who've done a summer internship at NASA, and some of our students, because we have the equipment, have been hired at companies such as Boeing and SpaceX. Community college is also a really great way for students who are interested in athletics. So it's a great way for students to get scouted. We have university coaches on our campus all the time looking at our students. Specifically at OCC, we have 15 different sports between men and women, and 94 of our student athletes transferred last year to the NCAA. Many offered full ride scholarships to compete at the D1 level. So we're really great at the aquatic sports, to be perfectly honest. So programs such as water polo, I believe we have a Turkish student in our water polo team right now. Volleyball is also very popular, and we're also the only community college in the United States that competes in crew, which is the rowing program. So if there's any potential rowers out there, we're the only school. We compete against Harvard, Princeton, Brown, Berkeley, Washington, and we beat them every year. In fact, students transfer to losing schools, which is okay. But it's a very, very strong program, and we have a huge tradition in crew at OCC. Okay, and here's some of our newest facilities. This is our planetarium. So we do have an astronomy and astrophysics program on our campus. And we're also the only community college in Southern California with on-campus student housing. Okay. And here's how the transfer process works. So basically, the curriculum at the California community colleges, which includes OCC, leads to transfer to specifically the University of California and California State. So the University of California is basically the UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego. The closest UC campus to us is UC Irvine. But basically how the transfer curriculum works is that you're basically taking the same classes that you would do at UC or Cal State as if you at OCC. But our program is transferable to any university. In fact, our international students have transferred to 115 universities last year. We have a lot of different transfer programs, including the UC TAG, the Transfer Admission Guarantee, the Cal State ADT, which is the Associate's Degree for Transfer to California State, the UCLA TAP program, the Transfer Alliance program. And also HTCC. So what the transfer programs basically is that you're guaranteed admissions essentially by completing your courses at a community college. What all these programs have in common is that you can go to these universities without ever having to take the SAT, ACT, TOEFL, or any other standardized exams. So here's our top 5 universities of transfer: UC Irvine, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, UCLA, and UC Berkeley. And this is one of our international students who transferred to UCLA, and many of our students go there as well. So biggest part of community colleges that we do offer access. So through that is low cost tuition. Our total cost of attendance is actually the cost of tuition and fees for most universities. And this is our total cost for 1 year. And you can do OPT. It's called optional practical training, where students can work for 1 year prior to transferring to university. This is one of our students. He earned a $200,000 scholarship to transfer to Texas Christian University, which is applied to his last 2 years of undergraduate and his first 2 years of graduate studies. And he has a YouTube video if you want to check it out. And their process of admissions is fairly simple. Students just basically apply. Our classes are online for the fall semester, and we're still accepting applications for fall. And just because of COVID-19, but again, no SAT, no ACT, no TOEFL. When you transfer to university, it's based on what you completed at the community colleges. All right, and that's just my short, hopefully 10-minute presentation. I kept within time about the presentation. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Chris,
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah, we really appreciate this. Thank you for your time. What a wonderful opportunity. I will explain to them the transfer option in Turkish after this, so there's some Turkish detail as well.
Okay, wonderful.
I just want to mention that there is a accepted student in the audience who really wanted to be here to hear you speak. So,
oh, wonderful, great.
Yeah.
Welcome to OCC.
Thank you so much. I'm going to share my screen again, but as I do that,
can I say a few words?
Yes, please, Jack. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You may be asking, why are we showing you having the reps from Orange Coast College or SUNY Stonybrook speak today? And the reason is there are excellent options in the US that many people do not know about or even consider. Both a community college is a wonderful option for many, many students, and you saw the cost is very, very reasonable. Also, SUNY system, Stonybrook, an excellent option for many, many families. So again, there's a lot of wonderful schools out there, and these are just 2 of them. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. So I'm going to just summarize this in Turkish as well for those who may need it. Okay. Şimdi Chris'in sunumunu Türkçe yapmaya çalışacağım size. Çok kısa bir özetleyeceğim daha ziyade ve şunu öneriyorum. Bu opsiyonla ilgilenenler lütfen bana yazsınlar. Bize yazsınlar info@admittance education. Sonunda gene vereceğim adresimizi ki detaylarını size verelim. Şimdi Amerika'da birçok çocuğun yaptığı şey nedir? Bu çok iyi bir okul bir kere. 2 senelik bir okul ama iyi bir okul. Bu 2 senelik okullar içinde en iyilerinden bir tanesi. Bunları da gene kovaladım, buldum, bu çocuğu buraya getirdim sizinle konuşsun diye. Christopher bizi kırmadı ve bu sunumu yaptı. Şimdi bu 2 senelik opsiyon senesi $8.650 gördünüz. Aldığınız eğitim oradan sonra direkt Kaliforniya Üniversitesi sistemine transfer edebiliyorsunuz. Neticede diplomanız Kaliforniya Üniversitesi'nden oluyor ama 2 sene Kaliforniya Üniversitesi $44.000'ken onun yerine 8.600 verdiniz. Yani tasarruf etmek isteyenler için çok çok çok iyi bir imkan. Bir de benden 15 dakika ötede sırf buna yönelik bir servis sunmayı düşünüyoruz. Ondan sonra transfere hazırlayıp yardım edecek. Ve çok iyi bir alternatif olduğunu düşünüyoruz bu 2-2 sisteminin şu anda bütçelerini düşünen Türk aileleri açısından. Şimdi bununla beraber ben şimdi Avrupa'yı sunmak üzere Christian, Jack ve Oya'ya devretmek istiyorum. So back over to the Europe team, please. I will be quiet.
Okay, great. I would now like to turn your attention to some examples of low-cost universities throughout Europe that have English-speaking programs, and these can be a great option for students. These costs, as you can see, are for international students in euro, and sometimes the cost can be a little higher depending on the program, specifically for medical programs, which are usually more expensive. I would also like you to notice the average cost of living, and these are as a combination of both the housing, food, insurance, and also transportation. And another interesting point is that if you speak the languages such as Czech, German, and Hungary, some of these universities can be very low cost and almost free. Well, I would like to also tell you that we know the ins and outs of applying to these programs. For example, the Netherlands has a system in which they believe in equal opportunity for those who want to go to university, and the requirements are quite uncompetitive for lots of these schools. Also, furthermore, most European countries need the Turkish high school degree to be accredited and validated, as well as AP classes or IB degrees. For example, in Spain, all degrees need to be validated through the government, including the IB diploma, and we can help with this complicated process. So anyone else want to add anything else?
I just want to mention that I've been to some of these universities and they are excellent. The quality of education, the delivery of the program, the opportunities for students in some of these countries are excellent. So I think that's very wise to consider. Also, what's happening throughout the world is you need to, as a family looking to send their son or daughter to university, you need a global perspective. You need to look at different countries because things are changing so rapidly in the admissions process. So again, Europe is an excellent option. North America, US, Canada, Asia, Australia. And as a company, we can support you and we can guide you through this very complex system of universities in many, many different countries. We have the expertise. Again, we visit these, some of us are living in Europe, US, Canada, and so forth. And so we have on the ground experience of working with many universities and many different systems and looking at their qualifications for Turkish students. So, maybe the UK.
Thank you guys.
Ben de İngiltere'deki üniversiteler hakkında sadece bir iki şey diyecektim. O da şu, yani fiyatlara bakarsanız bu tabloda birbirlerini tutsunlar diye İngiltere'deki ücretleri de şeye çevirdik, Euro'ya çevirdik. İngiliz sterlininden ziyade. Avrupa'daki birçok üniversiteden çok daha pahalı olduğunu zaten göreceksiniz. Amerika'daki kadar yüksek olmasa da fiyatlar. Ancak şöyle bir şey var, yani ne okumak istediğinize bağlı olarak aslında ücretler oldukça değişebiliyor. Ve üniversiteden üniversiteye ücretler de oldukça değişebiliyor. Bir fikir vermek için bu tabloyu diyelim ki nereleri koyduk? UCL'ı koyduk, University College London. Eğer işte sosyal bilimlerde, dildi vesaire okumak istiyorsanız 23.500 euroya yıllık tekabül ediyor. Ondan sonra pek tabii ki de işte mühendislik veya tıp derseniz çok daha yükseliyor fiyatlar. Ondan sonra Nottingham gibi bir üniversite yine bir fikir vermek için Londra dışında nasıl olur diye. Ücretler yine 20.000 ila 26.000 euro arasında. Coventry en ucuzlardan bir tanesi 15.300. Yani İngiltere'yi düşünüyorsanız çok dikkatli bakmak gerekiyor. Ve programdan programa da fiyatlar değişiyor. Bu konuda ailelerle çalışırken hani biz de yardımcı olabiliyoruz. Ücretleri yapabiliyoruz, dikkate alıyoruz. Sadece o kadar demek istedim.
Demek istedim. Esasında üniversite listelerini yaparken ailenin bütçesi konusunda bir toplantı yapıp ona göre liste yapılıyor en baştan. Onun için baştan beri bu işi finansal bir egzersiz gibi hatta değerlendirmek lazım diye düşünüyoruz genelde. 2 tane soru geldi. Onları sormak istiyorum. One of them was, do the universities in Netherlands require students to take the university entry exam in Turkey? And who requires APs and Turkish entrance exam? AP'leri ve Türk giriş sınavları, üniversite sınavları neticelerini isteyen Avrupa ülkeleri. If we could comment on that, Jack, Christian, and Oya, please.
Yes. So for the Dutch, many of the European universities are 3 years. Many universities will accept the Turkish high school diploma, but in addition, they normally need 3 APs, or of course, they'll take the International Baccalaureate program. So that's a big difference between North American universities, which are 4 years, and European university, which are 3. So again, some will take the Turkish high school diploma, but many will also need the APs or SAT2s and the International Baccalaureate diploma.
And there was a question around taking the national university entrance exam, like Germany does require that, right? So you have to have taken that test.
I mean, the Turkish exam.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. There are some universities that will need the student to take the Turkish national exam. That's typically in Germany. Most other countries, maybe not. But that's where we come in to advise the student and to look at the qualifications for these different universities. As you can see, you've got 7 or 8 different countries just on this one slide, and there's many other countries throughout the world, and we have the expertise to guide the student through the process.
Exactly.
I'd also go ahead.
Oh, I also was going to say that some specific universities require their own entrance exam as well.
Correct. Like if a student is looking at Delft in Holland, it's a very, very strong engineering program. Delft has their own examination also. And there are also some programs in Holland where the students have to take an examination. So, and it's also very important, I think, for families to look at starting early, because the admissions process is so complex throughout the world. It's very important that families not start the last year of high school. Starting much before that is very, very important, because at times students may need preparation for the AP program. They may need preparation for SAT. They'll definitely need preparation on writing essays and the different writing supplements that are required for universities, whether that's Europe, North America, UK, and so forth.
I see 2 new questions popping up. One was around tuition rates for Germany. If you could, comment on their levels. Also, public universities may require the Turkish entrance exam, like Germany generally does. Was one of
correct.
Okay.
The tuition rates for many universities in Germany are almost nothing. The public, now we're talking public universities. We're not talking private universities in Germany, and there are a few of those. But most public universities will have none or very, very little tuition for international students. But again, there's also the issue of the German language. Some of these universities need the student to be at a very high proficiency level in German, and the student has to prove that by taking a German test, and normally that's at the German consulates, embassies, and so forth.
Bu arada Jack normalde Roma'da çalışıyor. Şu anda Amerika'da o da mahsur kaldı. Yeni geldi buraya 1-2 hafta önce. Ama normalde Roma'da çalışıyor. Avrupa'da Christian gibi. I was just saying you normally work out of Rome. Okay, I'm going to, we can do more Q&A, but I would like to turn it over to Dini for Canada, because this is a really important discussion right now as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yes, so just briefly about Canada. Canada is safe and stable, so that's really important. It continues to be really welcoming to international students. And as demonstrated by Yashin's earlier slide, Canada has top ranked universities in the world, so top 20 universities, and we offer every program under the sun, so that's also really important. You know, if you're looking for marine biology or you're looking for a particular subject, that exists because there is so many different universities offering so many different programs. Tuition is generally lower than definitely than America and often the UK, also keeping in mind that we're working on Canadian dollars. So the Canadian dollar is, you know, not as much as the American dollar. Another thing to keep in mind is Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto are, you know, world-class cities. Toronto has 5 million people in it, so feels a little bit like Istanbul sometimes. And it has all of the amenities, all of the things that you would want in a city like that. And then because again, it's Canadian dollars, there's a little bit of a discount. And like I talked about before, it's very welcoming to students. So beyond the fact that, you know, it's a multicultural society, et cetera, Canada continues, even during COVID time, to really support international students. So one of the options, you know, is a work study. While you're there, you can work 20 hours. And then furthermore, while if you do, you know, choose one of the subjects that are in need in Canada, your pathway to residency and therefore Canadian citizenship is very straightforward. So it's something to really consider if that's important to you. And getting that, you know, international Canadian work experience is always beneficial, even if you do decide to go back to Turkey. So I'm happy to answer any other questions you guys have about Canada. That was really brief, but I can always go into a lot more detail. So thank you. I'll hand it over to you, Yashin.
This is perfect. If I could do this again, I might go to Canada. Kanada yani yeni Amerika gibi şu anda diye dalga geçiyordum dün ekiple konuşurken. Çünkü o kadar çok açıklar ki, o kadar iyi bir sistem var ki ve fiyatları da daha makul Amerika'dan. Gerçekten enteresan bir fırsat şu anda. I was just singing more praises of Canada. Şimdi tabii Dini'nin söylediğine devam etmek gerekirse Türk üniversitelerinden bahsediyorduk. Konjonktürde baktık Sabancı Koç nerede? Dini'nin bahsettiği ya da Amerikan üniversiteleri nerede? İkisi arasında çok büyük fark var. Öğrencilerimiz bir yatırım yapıyoruz. Bu gençlerin geleceğine yönelik bir yatırım yapıyoruz. Çok önemli bir şey. Bu hayatlarını belirleyecek bir şey. İleride iş bulmaları ve o kalifikasyonlarda olmaları çok önemli. Onun için anne baba veyahut da öğrenci genç olarak şunu düşünmenizi isterim. Hangi üniversiteye gitsem ileride dünyadaki konjonktürde fırsatlarım, imkanlarım daha geniş olur. Yurt dışında okursanız daha geniş olur. Bu konuda yol göstermek için talibiz. Bu arada admittance olarak
Can I just say one thing about Canada also?
Yes, please.
Of the
Sure.
international students I have sent to Canada, they have found the country open, welcoming. They've always enjoyed their experience, whether that's in Vancouver on the west or whether that's over to Montreal. They have found every student I've worked with has found the experience wonderful, open, and many have remained and started to the passport process to remain in Canada because they loved it. Thank you. Thank you, Dini.
Thank you, Dini. Dini, one good question has just come through. Prerequisites for Canadian colleges.
So prerequisites, they really change from subject to subject. So if you're going for engineering, they're going to want to see SAT physics. The SAT is an American standardized exam. So Canadians, for example, they don't do it. And even a lot of international students, you know, if you're applying to let's say the correct university or the correct program, you may not need to provide the SAT. but definitely for top universities, engineering, you are going to need the SATs.
Thank you.
Yeah, just with one exception, and that's if you're an international baccalaureate diploma student. It's the diploma is all you need. Then if you're having just a Turkish high school diploma, yes, as Dini mentioned, you'll need SAT 1, SAT 2s for engineering, and so forth. So
that's right.
Correct.
Thanks.
Thank you. Good discussion. Çok teşekkür ederiz. Şimdi son olarak şuna bakalım. Şimdi konjonktürde dediğimiz gibi şeyler yok. Standart testler iptal olduğu bir ortamdayız şu anda. İnşallah çocuklar girebilecekler 11. sınıflar ama o bile belli değil. Yani son dakikada şimdiye kadar iptal oldu birçoğu. Giremeyen öğrencilerimiz bizim de var çoğuna kadar. Var. Maalesef. Şimdi o bir. İkincisi dediğim gibi ikinci yarının notları yok. Yani Türk eğitim sistemi ne yaparsa yapsın yurt dışı bakış açısından Avrupa, Kanadalı üniversite olun. İkinci yarının notları onlar değil. O Türk sisteminde yapılan bir şey. Bizim için yok. O zaman öğrencilerin başvurularına çok önem verecekler. Eskiden Harvard, Yale gibi okullar sadece bütünsel kabul diye tercüme ettim. Holistic admission yapıyorlar da eseylere önem veriyorlar. Sırf okullar değil, başkaları da. Ama şu konjonktürde bir Kaliforniya Üniversitesi yani büyük bir üniversite bile herkesin oturup eseylerini okumak zorunda. Çünkü o insanı tanımaları için başka bir fırsat yok. Son bir essay dersimiz kaldı. Ay sonuna doğru başlayacak 3 hafta. Ona yazımında hala yer ver isteyen varsa ve onun haricinde essayleri çalışmanızı öneriyoruz. Çok iyi yazmanızı öneriyoruz. İngilizceyi ana dili olarak ya da ana dili gibi bilen insanlarla çalışmanızı öneriyoruz. İkisi arasında çok fark var. Essay sizin bizim lisede öğrendiğimiz gibi böyle argümantatif giriş gelişme sonuç essay'si istemiyorlar. Kendinize örneklerle, hafızanıza dayanan detaylarla donanılmış, hatırda kalacak, sizi çok iyi tanıtacak kompozisyonlar arıyorlar ve çok kompozisyon yazmak, yani essay yazmak gerekiyor başvuru sırasında. Onun için lütfen bunlarla ilgili destek alın gerekiyorsa bunu öneriyoruz. There's a question if there's a need for APs for Canada, if I may relay that to the team.
So it's similar to, you can use APs just like you would use SAT subject tests to show proficiency in the subject that you are hoping to study. So yes, that's definitely another way to support your application.
Thank you again, Dini. Thank you. I really want to go to school in Canada again. Benim iletişim bilgilerim burada. Ekipteki herkese de benim aracılığımla erişebilirsiniz ya da şunu göstereyim size. Bir anonsement'ınız olduğunda, bir haber çıktığında ACT'lerle, SAT'lerle, kabullerle ilgili mutlaka bunu kanallarımıza, sosyal kanallarımıza koyuyoruz. Onun için hatta Facebook'ta kendi aramızda bir danışma forumumuz var. Herkesin gelip soru sorabildiği. Onlara lütfen katılın, bizimle irtibatta olun. Hepiniz 11. sınıf değilsiniz tabii. 9 ve 10'lar da var burada biliyorum. Bu söylediklerimizin, konuştuklarımız 10. sınıflar için de son derece geçerli olacak. Onun için lütfen bizimle irtibatta kalın. Eminim size gerekli bilgileri vaktinde oradan iletebileceğiz. Bunu burada bırakacağım sayfada. Go ahead.
Let me just add a couple of things. To summarize, as you've seen and heard from our presentation, we are a team. We work together. There's not one counselor can know everything. So we have specialties, but we confer with each other. We meet with each other. We consult with each other. Also, we have connections. We have communication with university admissions representatives who, if there is a question we have, if we want to support our students, we have direct contact with university personnel throughout the world, not just the US, but throughout Europe, Asia, Australia, and so forth. Financial aid is a big issue. And again, things are changing in that area. we can support you. But also, that's why we had Orange County Community College and SUNY. There are excellent options that are not too expensive if a family can afford to pay a certain percentage. We stay on top of things. We get emails daily. We get information daily from our admissions colleagues, whether that's in Holland or the UK or
Singapore.
the US, about what's happening in Singapore, exactly, of what's happening throughout the world. So because things are changing so rapidly, families need to be informed. Families need to be kept updated on what's happening in the admissions process throughout the world. Thank you.
Jack'in söylediğini herhalde bir kısmınız anladınız, anlamayan olursa çok kısaca özetlemek istiyorum. Çok önemli bir konuya değindi. Bu üniversite kabul departmanlarının sorumluları, aramıza bugün katılan beyefendiler dahil olmak üzere bunlarla irtibatta olmak lazım. Sadece Amerika değil, Kanada'da, Avrupa'da, hatta Uzak Doğu'daki üniversiteler şu anda gayet iyiler ve oraya ciddiyetle bakmamız gerekiyor şu anda. Onları tanıyor durumda olmak lazım. Onun için dünyanın her bir yerinde, her durumu yerinde ve yakından ve telefonu açıp bunlarla konuşarak takip edebilen bir ekibe danışmanızı dileriz. Sizinle çalışmak isteriz tabii. Onun için lütfen bizimle irtibata geçin. Başka bir soru yoksa zaten bir 10 dakika uzattık toplantıyı. Kapatacağım. Ve bunun bir kaydını YouTube kanalımıza koyacağım. Onun için sizinle paylaşırım toplantıdan sonra e-mail yoluyla ve istediklerinize yollayabilirsiniz. Başka ilgilenenler varsa. Çok teşekkür ediyoruz herkese. With that, I conclude. All right. Thanks, everybody.